Good evening, everybody. We are live with our first Samurai Brothers playthrough video here on YouTube. We have done some live Facebook streams, but we are going live for the first time here on YouTube. So we want to just say hi to everyone, to our old fans and to our new fans. I got to post a couple links. This is all kind of new to me. I've done a fair amount of streaming on Facebook, but I have not done any sort of streaming on YouTube before. So let me do this. I'm going to copy my link here and we're going to post that up on our Facebook page here in just a second. And, but yeah, as you're here, just come on in and say hi. We're going to do a little bit of a playthrough of the game here tonight to teach you a little bit about the game. If you are interested in buying the game, we have links down in the description so you can buy that there. But let me get this up here really quick on Facebook here. On YouTube right now with a playthrough. Join us. Let's see. All right. So we're going to do this. I'm going to start here with a box, actually, just because some of you maybe haven't seen what we have here for this. And I'm still learning how everything works on here. So, but anyway, if you have any questions or comments, you can just kind of chime in and I will see if I can figure out where those are. But this is the box. Samurai Brothers, apologize for the camera. We're just starting with what we have here. But this is just so you can kind of see the box. Really cool. We've got kind of some of our characters all around on the outside. It is magnetic, open box here. So really cool artwork as you open it. And I don't have a brand new one here, but you can see we've got our rule book that explains everything there and inside as well. So we're going to talk you through the basics of the game here tonight and show you around a little bit. I don't know if we're going to get to play a whole game. We'll kind of see how that goes. But this is what we have going on. So I want to try to figure out if I can see where commenting would be, because I don't know about any of that. All right, let's see if I don't want to. All right, let's see if I don't want to. There, I just watched myself live. That's kind of crazy as we're going through on this. But anyway, I guess just comment, and if it pops up, we'll do that, or give us a thumbs up, and we'll at least know. And if I don't get to your comments now, I'll come back and respond to them when everything is done. So we're going to show you, this is the little setup that we have as we start the game. And so this has all of the main pieces that you need to begin the game. We've already dealt out our hands, so you get dealt out a hand of 7 ninja to start the game. I'll show that to you here. So you can kind of see, they're probably facing every which way, but that's all right. So you can kind of see, yeah, there, let me get them. Looks like someone needs to learn how to shuffle. So you can see, you've got all these different ninja, and the ninja come in 3 different levels: baby, elite, and legendary. And coming over here, you will see these are the temple cards that you start with. So everyone will start at the beginning. Now we can do a random draw, and maybe we'll just do that tonight to make this faster. So can we just do that? We'll just pick, sure. You'll just pick an element. So we have earth, wind, water, fire, light, and void. Those are the 6 elements that are in the game. So you can do a draft where you pick 1 samurai, 1 sensei, 1 guard, and 1 heirloom of any kind. But to make this go a little bit faster, just for the stream, we're just going to pick all of 1. So Zion, why don't you go ahead and just
void.
You're going to pick void. So you're going to pick all of those cards are going to go with that. And like I said, we're going to do more videos on here as we get used to it. But we do want to at least, we'll make this go a little bit faster. All right.
I'll do Earth.
Earth. All right, I'm gonna pick light.
Look at this cool setup.
Mm-hmm. Get it set up the right way though, right? And then Sayla, you can pick
I'll pick wind.
wind. All right.
Since you took my light.
So with that, the samurai that are not picked are removed from the game, but all the other pieces that are not picked do stay in the game, and they just go on what we call exile. So exile for us is going to be right here. Depends on the size of the table. Our table space is a little bit smaller because of what we have going on, but wanted to just kind of get this going, try this out, and we'll kind of learn from here what else we need to do. So now we're going to spin. We've got this. Yeah, well, we'll kind of. It's hard to really show exactly everything here. Actually, probably the easiest way is to show in the rule book. So we cannot do streaming off of a video off of a mobile device yet until we have 50 subscribers. So if you're seeing this, whether live or later on, and you have the opportunity to subscribe and get us up to 50, then we will be able to do this on mobile, which will allow us a lot more flexibility. But this is the basic setup that we have. So you can see you have your guard will be here, and then you have your samurai in the middle, and then your heirloom, and then you have your sensei down below. And then beneath all of this is your dojo, where your ninja will go as you're going through there. So we're going to just kind of talk you through the phases of the turn and everything that you need to know. Each turn has 4 phases, and so it starts with the heirloom phase. We're going to spin this around, actually, because it's Zion's turn to go first, and we'll kind of maybe angle it down a little bit more so you can see. So the first phase is your heirloom phase. On that phase, you can do one of 3 actions. First, you can use your heirloom special unique power. It's a one-time use, but it is very powerful. You can also heal your samurai 1 heart for every heirloom in your possession. But of course, at the start of the game, everyone is at full strength, so you wouldn't do that. And if you have no other options, or even if you have no heirlooms, you can simply guess the top element of the ninja from the dojo deck. Now, we mentioned 6 elements before. That's what we have for the temple cards. But for the dojo deck itself, it's just earth, wind, water, fire. So those are the 4 elements in there. Light and void ninja are coming for the planned 5 and 6 player expansion. So they're coming, but they have not been produced yet. So Zion, you can go ahead, and are you going to use your heirloom special power? Okay, so to do that, you flip over your activated heirloom to deactivate it. He is using Ursa's Battle Gear, which allows him to play any 1 ninja from his hand, and then he can discard any amount of cards from his hand. There are not many discard mechanisms in the game, but this is one opportunity that you have to discard. And then, do you want all ninja? So he's going to just reload his hand with 7 new ninja. Now, there are 2 decks that you can draw from anytime you have the opportunity to draw. One is the dojo deck, which has ninja of various powers. They range from 1 heart to 6 heart in value. And then the other deck that you can draw from is the action deck.
I am using Master Uchi Kukin to play my Earth Baby and my 4 legendary.
Okay, so for the sensei phase, again, you have 3 options. So one is to use a sensei's generic power, which is to lay any 1 ninja. Second is senseis have reusable powers that are slightly stronger. In this case, Sensei Uchi-Kukin has the ability to play 1 baby and 1 legendary ninja of the same element, which in this case, Zion had earth. So he's going to play 1 earth baby and 1 earth baby ninja and 1 earth legendary ninja to do that. Then for the third option that you have for the sensei phase is you can exchange your sensei with 1 in exile. So if you don't like the sensei, or you can no longer use his unique powers and you want to exchange, or if you need to rescue one because yours was stolen, you can do that. Then we get to the conquest phase. And in the conquest phase, you have again, you can either play actions or you can add ninja to your dojo. But the first 2 rounds of the game, all you can do is add ninja to your dojo. So you have two plays during your conquest phase. So Zion's going to play 2 more ninja. Move everything up for you a little bit. All right, and then we have, for the 4th phase, is the reload phase. And so during the reload phase, you have a special reload power, Zion?
Yes, peeking.
Which one?
Ninja.
Okay, so Zion's samurai also has a special power. Every samurai has a special power, but his allows him to peek at the top 3 cards of the dojo deck. So we're going to show the whole world as well. And now he can't do anything other than choose to take them or not. He can't rearrange them or shuffle them into the deck.
4 actions.
So he doesn't like what he saw there, so he's just going to take 4 action cards. And when it comes to my turn, I'll show you a few more details. It's a little bit easier. So then you move on to the next player.
All right.
And you just kind of talk through your phases.
Yeah, so I'm going to do my heirloom phase here. Okay. So I'm going to just use my heirloom. Jade Monkey says assign 2 ninja from your hand to the dojo and then reload your hand. So I'm going to turn it over because I'm activating it. And so I'm going to place 2 here. And then, what did it say again? And then reload it. Does that mean I take 7 more cards?
Yeah, you load your hand back up to 7.
Okay.
Sit. No, just sit. You can show me that.
Okay. Now it's my sensei phase, which says assign 2 baby. See the icon? There's a pacify for baby. So it's assign 2 baby from your hand to the dojo. Okay, so I have a fire baby. And I have an earth baby. All right, next is my dojo phase. So I'm going to place 4 and another 4 down in my dojo.
Daddy!
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm down to 3 cards and now reload to 7. Okay, so I can pick from either more ninja or from action. And like Craig said, can't use your action yet until round 3, but I can still gain them, I can still pick from there. All right, so there's my turn.
All right, and we're back here. And again, as you know, normally this goes a lot faster, but we're just kind of explaining and teaching it to you. I think probably the first 2 rounds, you could probably have everyone play at the same time because there is no need to react to anyone else's playing, at least not in unless you're super strategic or whatever, but there's really not a major need to react. So you could have everyone kind of work together to make the first 2 rounds go by fairly fast. So I'm going to use the Loot of Light for my heirloom phase. It allows me to take the top 2 ninja from the dojo deck and add them straight to my dojo. So I'll show them to you here. They're just 2 babies, but they will go straight to my dojo. And then I flip that over and deactivate it. And then I'm going to look at my hand here, and I am going to play just 1 ninja. I do have a special power, but I don't have one that I'm going to use for my sensei phase. So I'm going to just go ahead and play that, and which is this one. And then I'm going to play 2 more ninja. So I'm going to play these 2 ninja. Do that, and then I have 4. I have the ability to peek at the top 3 cards of, don't say anything, the top 3 cards of the dojo deck and see them. So you can see what these are, and I'm going to actually take all 3 of those now for that, and then we're going to spin over here and set up.
For my heirloom phase, I'm going to guess water.
All right, she guesses water. We're going to show you first. It is water.
Ooh. And
Let's
I'm
just
going
put it
to
in.
rescue an earth and a fire baby from the discard.
There are a lot of baby ninja in here. I don't know if there's an earth baby. There is.
Yes.
So that's your sensei's special powers. She can rescue 2 baby ninja that have been discarded to her dojo. Say what you're doing.
And then I'm going to play 2 more ninja.
All right.
Um,
And then you have how many cards?
I have 5. I'll take.
And your samurai's power allows you to reload to 8 instead of 7. So she can
I'll
have
take 1 ninja into action.
an extra card in her hand. So she's reloading. Even though she only played 2, she can reload with 3. And her hand will have 8 in it. So the second round is just like the first. So we'll go a little bit faster.
I'm gonna guess fire.
It's not. It is Galactic Death Baby. We'll show this to you really quick. Make sure you can see this. This is one of the favorite ninja that we have in the game. This is a legendary ninja worth 6 heart, one of the most valuable. It is tied for the most valuable ninja. So, all right, Sensei phase. Just play 1 ninja, and then you can play 2 more ninja.
I have 4.
All right, so you get to peek. I'll try to take the face up here. So you can have 1, 2, or 3.
I'll take the first. I'll take the first 2.
First 2. All right.
Now I have
How many cards do you have?
6.
You want an action then? All right.
All right, I'm gonna guess element fire. All right, I did not guess it. That was water. Okay, and now it's my sensei phase, so that is still assigned 2 baby from my hand to the dojo. So I have a question. If I don't have 2 baby, but I have 1, but I want to keep the baby for another thing,
Then you just play ninja.
any ninja?
During your sensei
All right,
phase,
so I'm gonna play complete here.
so long as you have a sensei, you can always just play 1 ninja of any value.
Okay, so it's dojo phase. I'm gonna do 2 cards again. These 2. Okay. Now I'm gonna reload.
ninja that looks like me.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, and coming back here, I'm just going to guess. So I am going to guess fire because that's what I need. I do not get fire. I
Can
get
I
wind.
get the one?
All right, and then I am going to play a ninja, and which is going to just be a baby wind, and then I'm going to play 2 more baby wind ninja. So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to reload. I get to peek at the top 3 actions. And I'm going to take all 3 of them, and that is going to be my turn. All right.
I'm going to rescue Galactic Death Baby using my Windstone.
And what does that allow you to do?
Rescue 1 ninja from the discard.
All right. So Galactic Death Baby, which was discarded because the element was not guessed right. Sayla has a special heirloom with a power that allows her to rescue any 1 ninja from the discard. So instead of letting him sit in discard, she's going to rescue Galactic Death Baby.
And then for my sensei phase, I'm going to rescue a water and a fire baby.
And show them up. There you go. So all the ninja are color coordinated with their element as well.
Hey, doesn't this ninja look like you? Doesn't this...
Just keep going. Your turn. So,
I'll have 2 action.
I will show them for the camera.
Can I
All right, so now starting the third round, everything is the same. And again, those first 2 rounds can be done in probably about 2 or 3 minutes if you're not explaining it to a camera. So now during this round, the only difference is during the action phase, you can also do attacks, steals, and loads. So you can play your action cards. The only thing to note really is that if you can play 2 actions, you can play 2 ninja, or you can play an action and ninja. But if you're going to do that, then the action needs to come first.
I'm going to guess fire.
It is not. It is wind.
I can't play legendary berry, so I'm just playing my
We're going to play 1 ninja for your
One
sensei
ninja.
phase.
sensei phase.
All right, and then
Action 1. I am stealing.
yeah, switch out your wind ninja if you're doing. So there are actions that you can do from cards. There are also a few actions that you
I'm
can.
stealing.
Hold on. We got to explain. A couple actions that you can do if you don't have cards. And so this card is like a cheat sheet that comes along with it. We're gonna just wait. Yeah. So this tells you some of the actions. So he is going to do an action called an elemental steal. So the cost is, and all these costs, unless there's a specific card that says otherwise, these costs need to be paid from your dojo. So he's doing elemental steal. He has to have 4 ninja of 4 different elements. And that allows him to steal any one guard, heirloom, or sensei. So we're going to show those are the 4 ninja from his dojo that he's playing. And what are you going to steal? And
I am stealing Sailor's Windstone.
okay, so he's going to choose to steal the Windstone. Now, Sailor's already used it, but even though it's been used, when it gets stolen, its power gets reactivated. So that will go to Zion. And then he would also heal 1 heart, but he's already at full strength, so you can't heal past full strength. So that is action 1. So now he can do 1 more action, or he can play a ninja. And he's going to just play a ninja here. And
I
that,
have 5.
yep. So you can peek at the top 3.
I'll take the first one.
Okay. And then we get 1 action as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess an element. Fire again. I did not get that. I got water. Okay, now sensei phase. Mine is assigned 2 babies from my hand. Can I just play 1 if I want?
Yep. You can sensei phase. You can always play any ninja
Okay.
you want.
So I played that. All right, now I'm gonna do an action. Okay. Steal heirloom, which means I need 1 card from each element here.
From one level of each ninja. A baby, elite,
Sorry,
and a legendary.
not element.
So,
Okay. So I have 1 baby, 1 elite, and 1 legendary. So that pays for the steal heirloom card. So I'm going to steal it from Craig. That's the loot.
all right. So again, I've already used it. So it goes from deactivated to activated once it's been stolen.
Okay. And now my next attack here. Okay, I'm gonna do what's called a baby sneak attack, and you need to play it with a baby that's in your hand. So that's why I kept it in my hand. And that's gonna do 3 damage, but my samurai has +1 damage, so it's gonna actually be 4. Okay, so I'm gonna do 4 on. You.
All right. So absorbing damage is similar to a lot of other things. You have a couple different ways that you can absorb damage. One is with the ninja in your dojo. You can do any combination that you want. There are also different temple defenses that you can play from your hand that range in value. So I'll show you one of them just so you can kind of see. I'm not going to use this one right now, but because that's for a bigger attack, but I'm going to hold on to that. You can also absorb damage with your guard, but guards cannot absorb partial damage. They can only absorb full damage. Or if they absorb partial damage, then they head to exile anyway. So you want to be very careful about that. And then lastly, your samurai can take incremental damage, and he starts at 12 heart or 12 health. And that's where I'm going to actually absorb all of my damage for now. So I'm going to just move from 12 to 9, and I'll just show you. Can't really show it down here, but this is your little health tracker that you get. That's color coordinated with your samurai. So it goes to that. So I'm going to move my marker from 12 to 9. Now I can also I can't counterattack that one because it's a sneak attack, but counterattacks are available on any other type of attack. So there's 4, sorry. So from 12 down to 8. Forgot this because she has the extra damage. And then she played her reload phase. So now I don't have an heirloom anymore, so I cannot heal during the heirloom phase, nor obviously could I use its unique power because I don't have an heirloom. But what I can still do, even without an heirloom, is I can guess the top element from the dojo deck. So I'm going to guess fire, and it was earth. So I do not get anything there. And then I'm going to take my sensei's special powers. I can have the top ninja from the dojo deck instead of playing one from my hand. So I'm going to do that. And now I got the fire that I wanted. So we have that there. All right. The next thing I'm going to do is, because I don't have an heirloom, I am also going to play the steel heirloom card. So same thing as before. 1 baby, 1 elite, and 1 legendary. And all these symbols are directly on the cards, even if you can't see it exactly. So baby, elite, legendary, to play that. And so I'm going to choose an heirloom to steal. And I get, anytime you steal an heirloom, you get 1 heart added to your samurai. But if you steal it from exile, you get a bonus heart. So you get 2 hearts. So I'm actually going to steal the teapot. The teapot allows me to rescue the top 2 ninja from the discard. Now, so it's a little different than the Weatherstone, which allows you to rescue any 1 ninja, and you can go through the discard. This allows me to take the top 2 ninja, but I can't rearrange or anything like that. But by doing that, I'm going to heal 2. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm actually going to swap the elite. And then I'm going to do the elemental steel again here. So I'm going to play the 4 earth, wind, water, fire, 4 ninja, 4 different elements. And then I'm going to go ahead and steal the other heirloom on exile, which is the dragon egg, which allows me to reactivate my guards after they've been used in a counterattack 1 time. So, and again, I'm going to heal. So even though I took 4 damage, I'm healed fully back up to full strength now at this point. And going from there. So I get to peek at the top 3 cards again from here. And I'm not going to take any of those. I'm just going to take 1 from there. So that is my turn. All right. And go down so you can see your board.
I don't have any heirloom, so I'm going to guess water.
And it is earth.
And then for my sensei phase, I'm going to rescue water and wind.
So you get to rescue 1 water and 1 wind baby from the discard.
For my first action, I'm going to elemental steel Ursa's battle gear.
Now there are defenses to these steals. There's a card called the Protector. And so if you have the Protector, then you can use it to prevent the steal from happening. Oh, we're getting I won't look at to see which one this is, but that is a Protector card.
And for my second action, I'm going to elemental steel the golden eagle.
All right, so that is a steel. She's going to use the elemental steel as a steel guard. The eagle is the most powerful of the guards. Can absorb up to 12 damage. And so gonna go there. And you don't draw any cards
Yeah.
because you didn't play any cards. All right, Suzanne, are you
I
gonna
am going to
rescue, or do you want to know what's in
Daddy.
here?
Rescue that.
There's a 4. You want me to make sure there's not a 5 in there?
Yeah. Or 6.
Nope, that's it. So he's gonna rescue me. So we'll do the. See how you think our artist did. So
And I can't play to a legendary baby, so I'm just gonna play that. Action 1. I am going to do 12 on mommy.
Okay.
So we're gonna we'll show the
Oh,
card
sorry.
up here. This is the elite attack. There's 3 different levels of attacks: baby, elite, and legendary. This costs 6 heart, or you don't have 2 of the same 2s, do you, Zion?
Yeah.
No. So 6 heart. So you just played 2 ninja, but you can also play 2 elites of the same element. If that adds up to less than 6, that saves your cost a little bit. All right.
Okay, so I have a 2.
So temple defense 2. So that's going to absorb 2 of the 12.
Okay, so now it's 10 that I need to pay. Okay, well, we're just gonna do 6. Okay, that's down to 6, and then we'll do a 4, and that's 10.
All right, now you can counterattack. Do you want to
I'm not,
counterattack?
because his guard is more than mine.
All right. Action 2, Zion.
I am going to send mommy's sensei to exile. What?
All right.
So,
Gonna
okay,
play.
the card is still Sensei.
The cost is any one ninja from your dojo of any value. And so
He's
you,
playing it with this card.
when you steal a sensei, you can either steal it for yourself or you can just steal it to steal it away from someone.
Okay, so there it goes into exile. Okay.
I have 4.
You pick up the top 3 ninja.
I'll take the first 2.
First 2, and then you need an action as well. So
Okay. All right, I think I'm gonna do my heirloom in the heirloom phase. The loot one, this one says add the top 2 ninja from the dojo deck. Okay. So let's see what that ended up being. 2 2s. Okay. 2 2s. All right, now I don't have a sensei. So I skip it, or can I
no,
get
you
it
have
back?
to rescue it.
Oh,
So you can rescue that one or any other
but
one.
I can't
that's
do
in
anything with
exile.
it this round, right? Right. I
Yep.
have to wait until next round.
Yeah. So if you have no sensei, then your sensei phase is rescuing a sensei. So hopefully you have it for the next round.
All right. So my first attack, I'm gonna do a baby attack, and I'm gonna pay that with 3 heart. So I'm gonna pay it with 3, and it was a 6, but I have a +1 on my samurai, so it's gonna be a 7 on Zion.
Okay, I'm countering with 5.
Okay, so we got to explain this. So if you have an activated guard, which Zion did have, I'll just turn this around so I can see better. If you have an activated guard, like Zion did, he has the bear guard, the black bear, and it can absorb 10 heart damage, but can also counterattack 5 heart damage. So with 5 heart damage counterattack that it can do, and just like the heirlooms, once you use it, you flip it over into a deactivated phase. But so he's going to do that and counterattack with 5 heart. And so again,
Okay,
you
I'm
can
gonna
absorb
just pay it with my. I'm gonna pay it with all my ninja. It adds up to 5.
You're gonna counterattack now that he has no
I'm-
word.
No, I want to keep that. Okay.
So, but she could counterattack again as long as she has an activated guard. And if Zion had an activated guard, he could counter the counter. So you can keep going back and forth as long as you have an activated guard.
Okay. Do you need to chat or?
No, that's your turn. That was your first action. Now it's your second action.
Sorry.
He already had his turn.
Or you can play it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do a baby sneak attack. So, and then I need to have a baby in my hand to actually pay for it. And that's gonna do a total of 4 because I have the +1 on my samurai. That's gonna be on Zion. 4 on Zion.
All right.
Okay, good.
And he cannot counterattack because it's a sneak, and also he has no guards anyway that are currently activated.
All right.
All right, I'm back around to here, and I'm gonna see what's on top. There's only 2 ninja on top, and they're not great, but my board is also not great, so I'm going to again use the Imperial Tea set and rescue the top 2 ninja. Again, normally I'd like to wait, but I'm kind of weak right now, so any help I can get is help that I like. And then for my sensei phase, I'm going to play 1 ninja from my hand to the dojo. So the first thing that I'm going to do is an elite sneak attack on Zion. Oh, hold on, I played that wrong. I'm going to actually play this ninja. Too busy trying to straight. So that's going to be the ninja I play, and then I'm going to use this to do an elite sneak on Zion for 5 heart damage. Well, you can do a 4, 4, and a 2. So Zion kind of got stuck where his samurai heart is down to 1, so he doesn't have a lot of flexibility here. So he's going to play a 4 and a 2. So he has to overpay to block this, a 4 and a 2, but he doesn't get any exchanges or returns. So part of this is a board management. You got to make sure you have enough flexibility with that. Again, that's a sneak attack, so he cannot counter that. And then I could almost take you out, but I can't quite take you out. I'm gonna just do an action attack 2. So this is another one of the special attacks that we have on the card. It doesn't require anything other than just any action card from your hand. You can do an action attack with any card. So this is one that I don't want to use the actual action on it. So instead of paying to steal a sensei, I'm just going to do an action attack 2, also on Zion, to do that. And so then to do an action attack, you just discard, and then he had a 2, so he's going to pay with that 2. So I now peek the top 3. All right.
For my heirloom phase, I'm going to use Ursa's battle gear. I'm going to play 1 ninja and discard my steel guard and my fire load. I'll take 1 ninja and 2 action. Then I'm going to rescue a water and a wind baby from the discard. For my first action, I'm going to do 12 on Zion. I'm going to do my elite attack. I'm going to pay 14.
All right, so Zion's going to pay 14. We'll show how he's going to pay, though, here, because this is a slightly different way of paying than we've had. His guard is deactivated, which means it can't counterattack, but it can still absorb damage, so it can absorb 10 damage. And then, again, he doesn't have any flexibility with a samurai, so he's only going to do 4 there. So he has to overpay by 2.
And for my second action,
Finish him.
I'm going to do another 12 attack on Zion.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Do you have any temple defense?
No.
Okay.
You're gonna really like my hand.
Hold on. So one of the things is that anyone can play a temple defense card for anyone else as well if there's a strategic reason that you would want to do that. Do you have a temple defense you want to play for Zion?
I do not.
No? And I don't have one I want to play for him either. So we're going to explain everything that happened. So Zion has been defeated off the mainland. Now, I'm going to explain this here. We used to have that then he'd be out of the game, but if you're playing a family game night, it's kind of not fun. So we added a new phase before we revamped our Kickstarter of the exile phase. So first we're going to talk about everything that happens when he is conquered, but he's not out of the game yet, and he'll have a slightly more difficult challenge to win the game, but we're going to talk through. So the first thing that happens is this. If he has any guards, of course, they would have been used to defend and would have been sent to exile. So that's not a thing. Did we send his bear? Okay, no, we got to do one step at a time. The next thing is any heirlooms that he has go to Selah because she defeated him, and they go activated. So when you conquer someone, even if they had deactivated heirlooms, now you would also heal one for every heirloom, but you're already at full strength. So that's not a thing. The next thing is the top 2 ninja from the dojo deck go to Selah. That's a reward for taking the risk. So these are going to go straight from the dojo or deck to her dojo, which turned out to be really well. So it keeps her from being easily eliminated just because she took the risk to eliminate someone else. It's one of the mechanisms that have in games like Risk, where sometimes the one who takes the person out then becomes the next easiest target. And so we wanted to kind of avoid that mechanic a little bit. The next thing that happens is anything in the hand goes to the conquering person.
Selah?
Oh, don't just pass it over. She'll figure it out. Now, she can do 3 things with that hand. She can discard all of the cards. If she doesn't want any of them, she can discard everything and redraw a new hand. She can keep a full hand, which in her case is 8. So she can just get rid of anything. She doesn't want to keep a full hand 8. Maybe she really likes a lot in there. She also can keep less than 8, but not reload until her reload phase at the end of her turn. So, and these can be shown to everybody, so kind of you can keep track of what cards have been used in case you're waiting for one of these cards or whatever. So she's
going to just get rid of this, so I have 8, but I'll still be able to do that.
all right. Now that was your second phase, so this is your action. So that was your second action. So you don't want to draw any cards. You're just going to keep 8.
Yeah, these are all
Okay.
good cards.
One other thing we forgot too is the sensei. So Zion's sensei was this. She can either keep the sensei she had, or she can exchange it with the one she just conquered. And are you going to keep your sensei?
Yeah, I like my
So then this sensei just ends up going to exile.
No.
Or just wait. All right.
Great hand,
Now-
Zion.
That was her second action, and then it is her reload phase, but she already has her 8 cards. She has no peeking or anything, so that is the end of her turn. Now for Zion, he goes on to exile. So we've been talking about exile. That's where all of these temple cards go when they're not currently in play on the mainland. So in the mechanics of the game, this is where Zion goes. And to go on exile, it starts kind of just like the beginning of the game. So he's going to get dealt 7 ninja. Hold on, I'm showing the camera here. Going to get dealt 7 ninja. Now, it works a little bit different than what it was before, but it's basically like he's restarting a game, but he has none of the special enhanced powers or anything. So he's going to still go through all the phases that we've been going through, but just without any special powers or anything like that. So the first phase is still the heirloom phase.
I'm
And
gonna
so he just gets to
fire.
guess fire, and it is wind, so he doesn't get to do that. Now it's the sensei phase, so he gets to play a ninja. Again, there's no special powers. And then it is the conquest phase, and just like the beginning of the game, for the first 2 rounds, all he can do is play 2 ninjas. So he can just play 2 more ninja. There's 2 basic things. So what you're trying to do on exile is you're trying to elemental steal all of your temple pieces. So He needs to try to elemental steal his sensei and then his guard and then his heirloom. And if he can do that, he can win. But he can only do it through elemental steals. There's no powerful cards to help him do that. So the next thing that he will do is his reload phase. So he'll get 3 more cards. And so he just gets those. And again, he doesn't get to draw from the action deck on Exile. On Exile, all he can do is draw from the dojo deck. But there is one new phase that is added for the player who is on Exile, which is the Exile phase. In an Exile phase, he gets to draw the top ninja from the dojo deck. We'll show it to you so you can see it. You can, and then he'll look at it, and he can do one of 3 things. He can either, and I'll talk to you so you're not just hearing my voice over. He can take that ninja and he can add it immediately to his dojo if he likes it. If he doesn't like it, he can swap it with the next card on top of the dojo deck, and he can add that. Or he can offer the heart that is on that card to the players that are still on the mainland. So any players that are not on Exile with him, he can offer that heart, and they can choose if they want to pay him double that value in ninja from their hand and dojo to that. So Zion, what are you going to do? Are you going to keep that? Are you going to exchange it? Or are you going to offer the heart?
Samurai heart.
All right, so
I don't need it.
and so I am at full strength, so I don't need it. Sayla's at full strength, she doesn't need it. So
I'm passing.
you could pay 2 heart from either your dojo or your hand for that. And so since everyone passed, then this card just ends up in discard and you get nothing. So there's a little bit of a risk in playing that way, but sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. So
All right.
we move on back
Yeah.
to the mainland.
Okay, so heirloom phase. I think I'm going to, because I have 2. I know you can't see it, but here I have 2 heirlooms. So I'm gonna gain 2 heart back up on my. So I gain 2 heart on my tracker. Okay, next, Sensei. Add 2 baby ninja from your hand to the dojo. Well, I'm just gonna play 1 card because I don't have 2 baby ninja. I just have 1. I could either do that too, right? I could just do the 1 baby.
You can play any
or-
ninja. So during your sensei phase, you can always just play 1 ninja, or you can use your sensei's enhanced power, which in her case is playing 2 baby ninja.
Okay, so now I'm gonna do my attack. I'm gonna do an elite attack, which is 12, but my samurai is +1. That's gonna be 13, and I pay it with 6 heart. Okay, so that's gonna be 13 on. I'm gonna do 13 on Craig.
All right, so with that, I'm going to play the Temple Defense of 10.
Oh.
So that's going to absorb 10 of the 13. And then I have to do 3 more. So of those 3, I'm going to just take them all up on my Samurai Heart, which, again, I don't know if you can quite see, but moving from 12 down to 9. So that's the 13. And I have no guard to counter with, so I cannot counter.
And my next one, I'm gonna do Steel Sensei, and with that, it says you pay any 1 ninja.
It's got to be from your dojo.
Oh,
though.
sorry.
Yep.
Okay, gonna do that. Okay, so that's gonna be from you, Craig.
Are you going to keep it?
I'm gonna keep it.
All right.
All right. So then this new sensei says add top ninja from the dojo deck to the dojo. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, that's my turn.
All right. And so we're going to roll on here. I have 2 heirlooms, so I'm going to heal 2. So again, I just took 3 damage, but then with those heirlooms, I do that. Now I have no sensei, so I have to look at my sensei options here. One is exchange a guard, one is to assign 2 elite, and I'm actually going to take the one here that Christina just had, which allows me to assign 2 baby ninja from my hand to my dojo. So I'm going to do that, and that's it for that. So that is my sensei phase, is rescuing a sensei. And then let's see what you have.
How many
10,
that I'm
14,
showing?
16, 18.
16 showing. 20 showing.
20 showing. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do an elite attack. So I'm going to pay 6 heart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is actually all of the ninja that I have in my dojo. So I'm going to pay that 6 heart, and that's going to do 12 damage.
On who?
You.
Okay. 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I'm countering with 2.
2. That probably countering just saved your life. Because now I can't play 2. So, for my second play, then I'm just going to play a ninja. Peek at the top 3. Nothing that I really want. All right.
For my heirloom phase, I'm going to use my Weatherstone to rescue Galactic Death Baby. Okay.
Galactic Death Baby in here again?
Yeah. And there it is.
All right.
Welcome to my dojo.
Again.
Again. Re-welcome to my dojo. And for my Sensei phase, I'm going to rescue a water and an earth baby. Dude, rescuing 3 babies. Galactic baby, death baby. No. I'm safe. No, I'm getting it. For my first action, I'm going to do 8 on Daddy.
8 on me? Even
This
though
is
Mom
not
has
that-
less in front of her? So sad.
She's only showing 9.
It's hard to see when
Yeah, you got a blocker there.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do 7 on Daddy.
All right. Well, are you blocking for me, Mommy?
No.
All right. So that knocks me from the mainland down to exile because I had nothing. I only had 7 left on my samurai. So once I go to 0, I'm out. So again, I already handed my hand over to Selah. And so can flip this over. By the way, once you end up on exile, you can flip what was your health tracker, and it gives you the basics of all those phases on exile. So we basically have 2 little cheat sheet cards that you start with for the game, and it's really nice. So you don't have to have all these things memorized that we're telling you. The more you play it, of course, you'll learn it. But you have that there. And so you also gain 2 heirloom Selah from me.
Can I have to discard
Yeah,
a
just wait.
legendary?
Yeah, just wait. Okay. And then I'm assuming you're keeping your sensei?
Yeah.
Or- all right. So my sensei heads to exile. Is this the one you're discarding?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Are you discarding this?
no, that's the keep. This is the discard. I had to.
You might need it.
Yeah, I mean, she's to full strength.
What are you keeping and what are you discarding?
I'm discarding these. That's what
That's what you're keeping. Okay. How many cards do you have in your hand?
I have 8.
8. All right. This is action 2. So
Action 2.
just go for it. I think the game, unless she has it, the game is over.
Oh,
I'm doing 18 on Mommy.
oh goodness.
Do you have any temple defense, Mommy? So this is the legendary attack. Well, by all of us. All right. So it costs 9. It does 18 damage. It's the strongest attack in the game. And then if we look over here to the sad face, she does not have
I
18.
don't.
And so with that, that is the end of the game because
Okay.
Selah has now defeated the last person to exile, she has also collected all 6 heirlooms. So either one of those in and of themselves is enough to win the game for you. So you can either collect all 6 heirlooms, we should have probably said that at the beginning, but collect all 6 heirlooms or defeat all your opponents to exile, or collecting all your temple pieces on exile, which is what Zion was about to do and what I never even got to try to do. But so with that, sail in. So you can see the game kind of goes pretty fast. This was less than an hour, and that was even with explaining everything to you. If everyone is kind of playing well and playing aggressively, the game will go by pretty fast. You can play 2-player, you can play it 4-player. We're still kind of play testing 5 and 6-player. You have everything that you need to play a version of the game, a 6-player game, in the box when you play it, but we haven't kind of worked out all the final rules, and that's what we're working on for building the 5 and 6-player expansion. So anyway, okay, quiet. Okay. So with that, if you have any questions on the game, we'd love to share it with you. The biggest thing that you can do for us is like and subscribe and help get this out. We're going to try to do different videos. We want to get some basic setup and playthrough videos and other things for you, and hopefully some higher quality. So again, the biggest thing you can do is help us get to the 50 subscribers. That's our goal number 1, and that will instantly help us be able to do a much better setup with a mobile live streaming instead of just literally we have a laptop that is spinning on a lazy Susan. So we're making the best of what we have, and so that's the thing that you could really do to help us. Is just like and subscribe. Like I said, if you want to buy the game, there are links to both Amazon. If you would rather go that route, because we understand that Amazon's kind of like more of an understood and known, trusted route, or you can buy direct from our website. It is, I think, about the same price on either, but if you feel comfortable enough to buy from our website, we would certainly appreciate it. So those links are in the description. So thank you guys for watching and joining us. Any comments, questions that you have, we will be looking to answer them. I don't know if there are any comments during the stream or not, but anyway, we appreciate you guys and taking time to watch this, and we'd love to just hear from you. If you have the game and want to add anything to the video, that would be awesome as well. But thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we'll be seeing you. So please leave us a comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.